the one constant thing that we know for sure will always take place is change. You got that? A day is never exactly like the day before. We are not exactly like the day before. Things happen that change us. From a physical point of view, even our skin cells change. So are our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts, our mind. The world around us changes constantly. This weekend, we have seen that exactly. With this whole presidential election and the president-elect and the elated feelings that so many of us had was not exactly the feeling that we had Tuesday night last week, right? So many of us were not sure what will happen, where will it be, should be hopeful, should we not? Some of us went to bed on Tuesday night feeling almost defeated. And here comes Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and feelings have changed. Both sides, regardless of what you felt and who do you support, you had this change in you. That's how I felt on Saturday when we heard that the new president-elect, and I saw it in my family. People were absolutely elated. But then the one constant thing that will always happen, change. 2 hours after we started with this elated feeling, we got the very sad news that an icon, that a thought leader, that an incredible person in the Jewish world has passed away at the age of 72. Caught everybody that, maybe not his immediate family, but so many of us by complete surprise. And then from this elated feeling, from this, wow, this is amazing, to this, oh my gosh, how did this happen? What a loss. Emotions going from up to down. Does it ever happen to you that you are so happy and then you're so sad? It reminded me of a story that I first heard in 2005 when I took a group of 18 people with me to Israel. And we went in Jerusalem into one of these jewelry shops. And the owner said to us if he can tell us a story. So of course I said, yes, tell us a story. And he told us this following story. King Solomon asked one of his advisors if they can go and find an item and bring it to the king, and the king, whenever he looks at it, if he's happy, he will become sad a little bit. If he's sad, he will become a little happier. And the advisor said, okay, we're up for the task. So they go around the whole country trying to find this one item that when you are happy, you will be looking at it, it will cause you a little sadness. And if you're sad, you will be a little happier. And they couldn't find it. For months and months and months, they were walking around, couldn't find it. And then, close to the end of that year, the advisor came upon this shop in Jerusalem where a silversmith was creating jewelry. And he said, the king has this request to find him an item that when he's sad, he's going to be a little happier. And when he's happier, when he's happy, when he looks at that item, he's going to be a little sad. And the shopkeeper said, I have exactly the right thing. And he goes in the back and he finds this ring and he engraved these letters on this ring and he hands it to the advisor and he says, go and give it to the king. So the advisor goes to the king, to the palace, and the king says to him, did you find that item which I am looking for. And the advisor hands him this ring, and King Solomon looks at this ring and reads what it says on it. And there's 3 letters on it. And the 3 letters symbolizing a word, 3 words. Gam ze ya'avor. This too shall pass. And King Solomon realizes that this is the sentence, that when you are feeling elated and happy and feeling so super happy, know in your heart that there's not always going, you're not always going to be in that place, that there are going to be some things that will take you down, that the person cannot ride the wave always up. There's always a time where it's going to go down. But then when we are facing with difficult times, when we feel that we are in the bottom, and we look at this, where it says, Gam ze ya'avor, this too shall pass. This is an invitation to cultivating hope and belief and faith. And not only faith in God, but faith in ourselves that things can be better. Faith in other people, in humanity, in the morality and the value system that we believe to be right. And that's how I felt yesterday, this past weekend. From up here, I went down here, and knowing that I could and will one day go back up. And that's my advice to all of us here. We're heading into an uncharted territory when we will feel elated and happy. Know that even when there is this dip down, we can still again go up. And for those of us here, regardless of your political opinion, know that toward the idea of gratitude and blessings of what we have, even in days that are difficult, then the future that lies ahead is full of possibilities and positivity. So that's my wish for all of us as we go into this new season. May we keep in our hearts that story, that this too shall pass. So treasure it, or know that wherever you are feeling low, that there is a bright future just around the bend. Thank you.